My name is Alexandria, and welcome to Joanne's Healing Within. Before we get started, I just wanted to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day and a safe one. I know everyone is stuck at home, but we will get through this together. Before I get started, I would just like to introduce, thank our advertising sponsors, Sherry Simpson, the Intuitive Business Guide. She helps women transform their business. Susan Joy Mitchell. She's a nurse educator, Reiki practitioner, and author of Vision and Lucky Starfish. Both books available on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles. Gail Nicholson. She's a resilience coach and metaphysical practitioner who helps veterans and survivors of other advised experiences, and she removes trauma from past trauma and live happier and more successful. To reach her, you can contact her at 623-336-8202. So, I would like to set the mood for today's show, and we are going to do a chakra balance numerology cosmic energy forecast to set the energy. So, let me just get my cards. And I believe I'm just going to pick out the first one on the top, and let's see what the mood is for today. Oh, what do you know? 4. And it's patience, which a lot of us don't have at the moment because of everything that's going on. But I would just like you guys to sit aside since we're all home and we're going crazy of boredom. I would just like you to sit aside, take some time to remember that everything's just going to be okay and we're all going to get through with this together. And green is the heart chakra, but the heart chakra, the green color, represents more of healing, where since we are all home and basically doing nothing besides either drinking or eating, I would just like you to set aside some time maybe to just meditate, go for a walk, draw, and just remember that this time is probably going to be best for us to just reinvent ourselves, find a new hobby, maybe go out and do something that you've never done before, because everyone is so rush, and we don't take time for ourselves to actually sit and think and balance ourselves, as my mom would say, balance our chakras and just sit back, relax, and think, what are you actually grateful for? Because we're all negative all the time. I myself, you just have to remember that everything's gonna be okay, and remember a balance. So once we all get back to work and start going to the new normal due to this virus, we all have to remember that to keep a balance again, that you can't just rush. Maybe it was we all set aside this time now to remember what we're all thankful for, and to keep the patience, and just remember that everything is going to be okay, and focus more on yourself once everything gets back to normal, because we all have to remember to keep safe, stay at home, and just remember, like I said, everything will be okay. And today, if I forgot to mention, that if you missed any of our previous shows, that you can check us out on Roku. Last year, we did a Mother's Day takeover, and our special guest was my mom, and today she will be back once we go for a quick commercial break. So we will be right back.
Hello, I'm Reverend Joanne Andrew Barry Cologne, and I'd like to invite you to join me every night in the month of May on Facebook Live for our 31-day dance challenge. Come dance with me, dance party. Move your body and reactivate your chakras one chakra at a time. Begin to activate your root chakra. Feel yourself getting grounded. Move that energy up into your sacral. feeling that sensual energy. Move it into your solar plexus, feeling secure. Bring it up on into your heart. Feel that love. Then express it. Tap into your third eye and visualize. Connect into your higher self. One chakra at a time, raising your vibration. Join me every night for the month of May in our dance party.
Hello and welcome back. Here is my special guest, my mama bear. Hello, and you guys might know her as Joanne, Angel Barry Cologne, but this is my mama bear. Hello.
Hello, Jelly Bean. Thank you for having me and hosting my show today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm excited about this today and excited about sharing the show with you and spending Mother's Day with you.
Yes, I will be cooking you a delicious dinner after this, so I have to get going. I'm going to be very busy. Yes, but I have a couple of questions. I'm sure the audience would love to know. What new services are you offering since COVID-19?
Well, I have a variety of services. Now with COVID-19 having shut down all the major stores who are quote unquote not essential. I don't understand how health and fitness is not essential, but that's just my own opinion. But some of the services that I'm now offering, which are remote services, I have personal training, and also my chakra balance Reiki treatments are available via remote. And then I've developed 4 actual classes for the COVID-19 to bring people, help people to become more active and physically involved during this time period. And those classes are offered Monday through Thursday at different times. For example, Monday night, I have a dance medicine class at 6 p.m. And the dance medicine class is geared for everyone and anyone of all levels and all health categories as well. So if someone has any restrictions, they can still do the dance moves because it's easy and gentle. And then on Tuesdays, I have a what I like to call an upper body warrior workout. And don't let the name scare you. It's just a fun way just to bring people in, and people can do this workout with or without weights. So they don't have to go shop around and get weights because from what I understand, there aren't any available anyway.
There's none. I tried to look at Target and they're all sold out. You can't even get it shipped on Amazon, nothing.
Exactly. And that class is offered on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. as well. And then Wednesday night, I have a yoga class. And again, very gentle yoga, yoga and meditation. And that's offered at 6 p.m. as well. And then my Thursday night class is my below the belt, which is actually one of my favorite classes.
That's because I'm right.
There you go. Yes, yes. It focuses on the hips, butt, and thigh. And when I originally designed the class, I designed the class because of summer season coming in. But then the more I actually structured the class, I structured it with the understanding of working our hips and butt and thigh actually helps to retain balance in the body for those who have orthopedic issues. And learning just from my own past history, the glute muscle is one of the most important muscles to maintain strength in so we can maintain balance. Because when you have weak glute muscles, it puts you at a higher risk of falling. So my original thought process of developing that class was basically for the vanity, but it actually became more for the health benefits. And that class is offered on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. So people can turn around and purchase all 4 classes. I do have a package that they can do all 4, or if they want to do one class during the course of the week, they can do that too. So there's so many different ways that they can purchase that particular, any of those 4 classes. And I'll share the where they can purchase those classes in a minute.
Where could the viewers reach you? Because I don't think I mentioned that. Where could they contact you if they're interested?
Definitely. They can reach me on, it's best they can just call me at 646-236-9155. And I'll also share my website in a little while in regards to where they can go and get all of the information to sign up for any of the classes. So I'll share that in a second. And then the other services that I do offer, because the first set of services I offer are paid services. Those are, services that people would actually sign up as a package. And then I also offer services based on free services for those who may not be able to take advantage of doing something that's a monetary cost. And I have 3 of them. One is called my 11-11-11-minute meditation and 1 card pull. That we meet every night, Monday to Friday at 11:11 p.m. And my whole, my whole mission behind that is to help people ease into peace and joy during the COVID-19. Because what I've noticed with people around, people are very anxious, angry, and worried. And being angry, anxious, and worried may very well prevent you from falling asleep. And then that turn creates other issues as well. So I created an 11-11-11-minute meditation and 1 card pull to help people become more relaxed so they can sleep better. My other program that I created is, which we were just talking about during the commercial break, is called Come Dance With Me Dance Party.
Where can I find your videos of you dancing, getting all Shakira-like?
Oh, those can be found on YouTube. My YouTube channel, which is really long, it's Holistic with a W, Fitness, Barry Cologne, and that's B as in boy, ARRYCOLON. And they can find most of my dance videos there. I do not download all of my videos, but they can also join me live on Facebook every night and dance with me every night on Facebook. Usually I go on at about 10:15 p.m., the latest, and I give and take dance anywhere from about maybe 15 minutes to a half hour where we have our dance party. And I encourage people when they do come and join me to come and join, wear something fun because they're going to a dance party.
Like your boots?
What's that?
Like your boots that you like to put on?
Yes, like my boots that I like to put on. And they can also dance in their pajamas.
But it's okay.
Yes, they can also dance in their pajamas because, as I like to say, when they come on to dance with me, dance like no one's watching, where 1 million people may very well be watching, especially once it goes Facebook Live, and then it's also on YouTube. So it's a whole lot of fun. And as mentioned, our Come Dance With Me dance party meets every night, Monday through Sunday, for the entire month of May. So 31 days of dancing. And today will be the 10th day that I've committed to doing this. And I will be on live tonight doing my dance thing. And then the 3rd service that's also complimentary, which is fairly new, just started at the first Sunday in May, is a free online card readings for anybody who's interested in getting a card reading, whether they have a question they want some insight on, or if they just want to know what the universe has in store for them. All they have to do is join me on Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time on my Facebook page, which is Jab Barry, and no one gets denied because I will give anybody and everyone a reading, and it's absolutely free. So those are 3 services that I offer complimentary, and then the other courses, which they can find all the other complimentary courses on my website. My free ones are not up there yet, which I just realized I have to add that to my website.
Yes, you do.
So my website is www.holisticwithawfitnessny.com, and they can find all of my other services there too. And yeah, I'm just really excited to have them come join me.
That is very interesting. So we are going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back.
Hi there, my name is Sherry Simpson. As an intuitive business guide, I help female service-based business owners to grow their business using their intuition, helping you to release the blocks and limits, preventing your growth, and allowing you to get the aligned action steps to take to grow your business. You can reach me at sherry@sherrysimpson.com, SHERRI @sherrysimpson, SIMPSON.com. I look forward to helping you grow your business soon. Namaste.
When you open yourself up to actual energy work, makes that recovery progress so much faster. That recovery is possible. You do not have to live as a victim until your last days. You have unbelievable strength, and I know that because you're still here. Do you want to create something completely unrecognizable with your life? I can show you how.
Hello, welcome back. So I have another question for you, Mama Bear. How has your business changed since the COVID-19 lockdown?
How has my business changed since this COVID-19 lockdown? How has many businesses changed? To start off with, I'm not seeing any of my clients on site. To start off with, most of my clientele I'm seeing via Zoom.
Yes.
And I mean, theoretically speaking, I'm pretty lucky because I do see one or two of my clients on site because I have that one-on-one experience with them. So as long as we're maintaining that 6 feet social distancing from each other, it's possible to do that. But for the most part, I'm seeing a lot of my clients via Zoom. I have, unfortunately, I'm going to use the word, several of my clients have actually sort of went on recess during this time, so I'm not seeing them right now due to whatever's going on in their lives. So, and I had to really readapt my whole program in regards to, working hands-on with clientele to developing all those new programs that we talked about in the first part of the show, in reference to being able to accommodate and still be able to make some money, and unfortunately, as a business owner, a small business owner, I'm definitely not making what I was making before. So there's a concern. There's a concern in reference to, what's going to happen once we start moving forward. And my hope and my desire is that, once things start to go back to whatever it's supposed to be, that I'll be able to get myself back on track to my clientele and, also incorporating this new way, because I do actually like having to be able to have access to clients remotely, where not just working with my local clients, but being able to actually expand out to a much wider range of people all over the world.
I was going to ask you, if someone is interested in wanting to work out, how would you go about seeing them, since it's in social distancing, you can't really have clients at your job?
Well, that again, I do that remotely. Now, interesting enough, before the COVID-19 even came about, I already started developing a program with my clients that I can see them via Zoom as opposed to on site. And I did that with the intentions of wanting to work with clients worldwide. So I would not be just limited with my community, but also to the point where I can expand out. And it is a little different than when working hands-on, because you having that assessment that I would need to do with my clients when I'm working with them with personal training, it becomes a little more challenging because there's a lot more questions as opposed to being able to see what they're doing to do the assessments. But it's manageable. But I do it.
And you have technical difficulties once Mercury retrograde comes about?
Well, it's interesting because for myself anyway, since the COVID-19, we just actually finished the Mercury retrograde before
There you go.
COVID-19 took place. And the next Mercury retrograde that we're going to have will be in June. So we'll all get to experience what that's going to be like technology-wise. Hopefully, let's cross our fingers that we will be able to be fine with the Mercury retrograde, as it does disrupt technology, and hopefully we'll be fine with it and there won't be any confusions. And if there are, I mean, I think a lot of it is just really practicing being patient, during that time, where I'll have to be patient with my clients. They have a challenging time getting on, and just do business as usual, So, but the whole process of, the changing of my business I think it's for the good, because I will be able to expand outward and really be able to reach a much bigger clientele regarding the services that I do offer. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited to open my doors, but I'm also excited to really branch out and have the way I see it, have like 50% of my clientele on site and then 50% of my clientele remotely. So still being able to maintain both.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could train someone like that's in Italy maybe right now, or China?
Oh yeah, and definitely. I think the only barrier to that, if it were to be a barrier, is a language barrier. Whereas if they do not speak English, being able to work with them and not speaking English, I think that would be the only barrier that I would have. But I'm sure if someone were looking to take on my services who didn't speak English, I'm sure we'd figure out how to work it out.
They could always have someone that's a translator for you to work it out, that's at home if they're doing their workouts at home.
True. Very true. Very true.
Yes. And what visions do you have for your business when we move into the new normal?
Well, the new normal, my visions. I like that question. The new normal, I see myself expanding. And when I use the word expanding, it's not just in reference to like my clientele, but in reference to also utilizing my actual studio, my actual physical space, as a space where other trainers, instructors, and healers can come and utilize my space to rent out. Because I have a lot of space that is accessible and available to people, and making it to the point where I'll be utilizing my space in a much bigger way and helping others so they don't have to go and get their own space as well. So expanding in that way. And as I said before, expanding it to the point where I can continue doing my remote services and also my one-on-ones. And I also see myself where my facility becomes almost like a teaching facility. Where I have a program that I've been working on prior to COVID-19, which is called the Body and Soul Transformation. And with that program, I'm hoping to teach other trainers how to develop their program so it could become more of a mind and soul program, so it's not just physical. And
do you ever host any of where you could get certified to be a personal trainer at your studio?
Yes, in the past I used to do that. Unfortunately, the organization does not offer that anymore, so that's not available. But that's something that I might actually be starting up on my own based on the Body and Soul program that I'm looking to do. The Body and Soul Transformation program that I'm looking to do. I'm hoping to, bring that in and offer it to other trainers, possibly even instructors, whomever looking to transform their services. So they're offering more than just the physical components, where it becomes the mind, body, and spirit.
Very good. Very good. All right, guys, we are going to take another quick commercial break, and we will be right back.
Hi there, my name is Sherry Simpson. As an intuitive business guide, I help female service-based business owners to grow their business using their intuition, helping you to release the blocks and limits preventing your growth, and allowing you to get the aligned action steps to take to grow your business. You can reach me at sherry@sherrysimpson.com, SHERRY@sherrysimpson.com. I look forward to helping you grow your business soon. Namaste.
When you open yourself up to actual energy work, makes that recovery progress so much faster. That recovery is possible. You do not have to live as a victim until your last days. You have unbelievable strength, and I know that because you're still here. Do you want to create something completely unrecognizable with your life? I can show you how.
Hello and welcome back. All right, Mama Bear. So thank you for sharing all this lovely information with the viewers and myself. But what tips do you have to give to the viewers if they're stuck at home and they keep eating and drinking? What would you advise them to do to get them to take a walk, maybe?
Well, that's a good question on tips. There's a whole list of tips that I can offer, but to start off with, I think the first tip is for one to ask themselves when they're going to the refrigerator, are they actually going to the refrigerator because they're hungry or they're bored? That's the first tip. Become aware of why they're going to the refrigerator. Secondly, I highly recommend that they do work in their schedule some sort of physical activities into their day. So whether it's during their work day where they can go on a lunch break, or they at the end of the day they can actually go out and take a walk. Whether it's a 15-minute walk or a 30-minute walk. And I also recommend that during this time, as mentioned earlier in the first segment of the show, this is a really high stress period. And the stress is really caused by the anger, frustration, and lack of control that we have right now. And that's going to create a lot of anxiety within the body. And anxiety is one of the number one causes. Anxiousness is one of the number one causes to causing the immune system to get decreased. And when you have a decreased immune system, that puts you at a higher risk of catching colds and even possibly something that might show up as the COVID virus for that matter. So I highly recommend people incorporating the meditation practice, as I mentioned earlier, whether they meditate for 5 minutes a day or they go longer. And I recommend that they make sure they're getting enough rest in their day. So they're either getting at least 6 hours of full sleep at nighttime, or they're taking some time in the course of their day to rest, so they're not overwhelmed and allowing themselves to shut down their body, during that rest period. This way here, they decrease their stress load and also can maintain a healthier mindset. And then in reference to physical activities, again, walking or, they don't have access to weights. There's so many different exercise videos out there available. So, like I have mine on my YouTube channel, which they can go to, which is on Holistic Fitness Barry Cologne. There's a whole slew of exercise videos that I've set up, and there's many others as well. So I don't think there's a shortage of exercise programs that people can take advantage of where they don't have to necessarily buy it. So there's many, many ways that people can keep themselves physically active. The whole purpose of it is to make sure they are doing it and not to get caught up into the phase of being lazy or overwhelmed by everything that's going on. And also, for those moms out there who have their kids and homeschooling them for that matter, they can incorporate little breaks with their kids as well, where they can do activities with their kids. So both them and their kids are getting stimulated and also finding other ways to release the excess energy that they have after sitting in front of a computer for X amounts of hours. So there's many different things that, both children and adults can do just to step away from, their work day. If they have to save it for the end of the day, to definitely do it and incorporate some fun, as I like to call it, some fun fitness family activities that they can do, taking a walk in the park.
If they don't have any weights, what would you recommend around the house to pick up so that they could feel like they're getting the burn?
If there's no weights involved? Well, I mean, to start off with, what I recommend to anybody to start off with, because I do not know anyone's fitness levels in the process of them working out. So I would recommend if they are not regularly exercising, don't worry about using anything. Just use your own body weight. That alone is going to cause you to feel a burn because you're not used to exercising. Now, someone who is used to exercising but don't have any access to any weights, they can fill up water bottles. They could fill up water bottles several different ways. They can fill up the bottle with water. They can fill the bottle up with little pebbles, but they can go outside and just find pebbles. And they can also fill it up with sand, with dirt. And dirt is heavy.
Yes.
I actually work with one of my clients who lives in Florida, and she doesn't have any access with weights right now. She couldn't buy any. And that's what I told her to do. I told her to fill up 2 pint-sized bottles of water, and then also a gallon of water. And it doesn't have to have water. It could be pebbles or dirt. And that's going to make it more durable and add a little resistance to the workout. But those who are new at exercising, who's just decided, oh, well, you know, I need to do something, and they have not exercised in over 6 months to a year, I recommend not using any weights in the beginning and over time building it up. And, you know, for today's show, what I also like to put out there as a complimentary gift to anybody who's watching today who does not know how to move forward into an exercise regimen plan, I will be offering for this show only for guests, for viewers who are watching, a complimentary 30-minute consultation, which I like to call a discovery session, that they can actually meet up with me and we can have a conversation in regards to how I can help them put together a plan for them so they can move forward. And this plan will involve no weights at all, so they don't have to worry about going out and buying weights or ordering them. So they have that option as well. And if they are interested, they can just send me an email at healingwithin76@gmail.com and put in the memo discovery session, and I'll reach out to them and set something up based on their schedule. The session's 30 minutes, it's complimentary, and it's for anyone here. And this will be available until the end of May, that they can take advantage of this. So they have until May 31st. A lot going on in May of 31st. And I just want to also throw in there, based on my experience of this COVID-19, of what I've endured during this period and what I've learned about myself, because it's like something, I've been like asking people around, anytime I get in contact with people, asking them, with this experience, what have they learned about themselves? And one of the things I've learned about myself, especially when having to go shopping, food shopping, having patience to stand online. Because
just like my card reading, everyone needs to have patience and just take a breath, because everyone is so grumpy.
Yes. Your card reading was patience?
Yes, it was.
Oh, that's so interesting. Interesting, yes. Yeah, so I would say enduring patience was something I've learned about myself, is like I have to be more patient. And also something I've also learned about myself throughout this COVID-19 is I actually do enjoy, which I sort of knew this from the beginning, but now I confirmed it. I do really enjoy my hands-on work, working with clients where I get to physically see them, but I equally enjoy working with clients via Zoom. So I like both of them. And I've learned, I wouldn't have had that opportunity of knowing that without this COVID-19. So I'm sort of grateful for that. And, just looking forward to see where this COVID-19 is going to be taking all of us.
That is true. You don't know. The unknown is very, I want to say scary, because you don't know where you're going to be. But you just have to keep saying to yourself that you're thankful that you're here.
Exactly. Now, I'd like to ask you, and we're going to sort of switch roles here in this time.
It is okay. I will hand you back the hat and the baton, and you may take over. Thank you very much for having me for the Jelly Bean Takeover Part 2. And hopefully next year we will get to be in the studio for 3.
Yes. So what I like to do is I like to ask you if I can give you a reading today.
Sure.
Okay.
Does this mean I have to come up with a question? Because you should have already told me this. I tell you this every time I'm here.
Well, you have choice. Choice 1 is yes, you can ask a question that you would like some guidance on. Choice 2 is you don't have to ask a question. I can ask our higher self in the universe what you need to hear today. Which would you like?
I like number 2, because I'm not good with coming up with questions. So you ask the higher ups what I need to hear today.
Okay, so I'm shuffling up the cards, and just for the sake of me coming into your energy today, could you repeat your full name that's on your birth certificate 3 times out loud?
Does this include my confirmation name or just the
No,
Alexander?
Just what's on your birth certificate.
Okay. Alexandria Catherine Barry, Alexandria Catherine Barry, Alexandria Catherine Barry.
All right, thank you for that. Interesting. And what your card is saying today, I'm hoping you can see that. It says that you need Reiki.
Oh!
You need
I
Reiki.
also puffing too. My back is killing me.
Yes, you need some Reiki healing. Just for the viewers so they understand, when the Reiki card shows up, it just means that the person whom I'm reading for needs to get some energy to release because there may be some blockages going on that needs some clearing. And this makes sense because of the energy that we're all in right now. I'm sure everybody in the audience probably could use a little bit Reiki as well. And the chakra associated with your card is the heart center. So perhaps there's some emotions going on in the heart center that causing you to feel a little heavy. That needs to be released. So, and because I do know that you are a Reiki practitioner, you could do a little self-healing as well before taking advantage of getting a Reiki treatment from another practitioner.
That is very true.
And your number here is 00. So with 00, what that actually means is the zeros are representing you have a lot of potential in reference to once you do get your Reiki treatment, you have a lot of potential once the energy starts to channel out, regarding to using this energy for your most highest good. And also what it also means with the other circle, other 0, is that it's in reference to different choices you can make once you find that your chakras are not blocked and they're flowing more. You'll be able to make better decisions. You'll be able to step more into your confidence. You'll feel more abundance around you. You'll also feel like you're feeling more joyful, and being really able to express yourself more and utilizing the third eye where you'll be able to see things like in a 3D version, from the front, the back, up and down, and then also tapping into your higher self. And all this becomes available to you once you activate your chakras, clear out any of the blocks that might be sort of stagnant right now based on this energy. And I know that during my dance parties, I've asked you to come dance with me. So have you been dancing?
I dance while I'm laying down, if that counts.
Well, yes and no.
Around a bit.
And the reason why I'm saying yes and no, if you were to actually get on your feet and start dancing, that itself can help activate your chakras.
But what if I do some TikTok dance? Does that count?
Oh yes, it doesn't have to be during the time of my dance party. It could be at any point you want that at least you're moving your body. Because one of the things I've come to learn with my dance party is that when you're moving your body in creative ways, that actually activates the chakras too. It's not going to get into the deep rooted stuff that might need clearing, but it definitely activates the chakras so you can raise your vibration. So until you can have a Reiki treatment, with your practitioner, or you get your cup before you can have your cupping session.
Oh, India, if you're watching this, I miss you so much.
I don't know if she's watching, but
shout out to India, she's watching this.
There you go. So if anything, you just want to make sure you're moving your body so you can activate your chakras. Yes? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Any questions regarding that?
No, but it's funny. I think everyone needs to work on their heart chakra because my card was green as well. So we all have to do a little bit of self-healing during this time.
Yes. I definitely think self-healing is a really high priority right now. As we were talking about in the first or second segment of today, many people are walking around being really stressed, angry, and frustrated. And that has a lot to do with the heart chakra, where it's heavy. So I think it's important. And I just want to share a really quick tip, another quick tip in reference to for everybody in the audience as well. A really great way to activate the heart is just placing your hand on your heart chakra, and just keeping your hand there, and your other one you can place right in your belly. And this is called the universal hug. And since we're in the practice of having to do the 6 feet social distancing, hugging is really not an option right now. So this is a really great way to receive a hug. In fact, I actually do this a lot in my 11-minute meditation. during the session, and all of my participants always respond by saying that they really do feel like they're being hugged in this position. So if there was anybody in the viewers who are missing, not having that physical contact with family members and friends, this is a great way to get that physical contact without the contact. And just keeping your hands in this section and just visualizing this green energy just flowing in and green energy flowing out to the people that you are missing. And it does activate and raises your vibration and makes you feel good.
Very nice. Thank you very much for sharing that with us.
Yes. So with that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to take a commercial break. And then when we come back, I'm going to give the conclusion of today's show. But before we do that, again, just want to thank my beautiful daughter for being here and hosting my show today and sharing Mother's Day with me. And she's going to stay with us.
Happy Mother's Day, and I can't wait to see you later for our delicious home-cooked meal.
Yes, and she's going to stay with me for the as we go through the commercial break and come back, and I'll thank her again. So we'll be right back. Hello, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I'd like to invite you to join me every night in the month of May on Facebook Live for our 31-day dance challenge. Come dance with me, dance party. Move your body and reactivate your chakras one chakra at a time. Begin to activate your root chakra. Feel yourself getting grounded. Move that energy up into your sacral, feeling that sensual energy. Move it into your solar plexus, feeling secure. Bring it up on into your heart. Feel that love. Then express it. Tap into your third eye and visualize. Connect into your higher self. One chakra at a time, raising your vibration. Join me every night for the month of May in our dance party. Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. Yes, I am now your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I'd like to give a big thank you to my daughter again for being my host for today on Mother's Day, the special occasion. I also like to wish all the mothers out there, whether you've birthed a child or not, you might have a fur baby for all we know, but everyone who is a woman, and even the men out there who are playing the role of moms, happy Mother's Day. This is an awesome day. It's also a challenging day because many people are not able to get to their families. So again, just make that phone call, wish your mom or whomever it is that you're calling mom these days, and wish them a happy Mother's Day. And also just want to remind you, for those of you who are interested in receiving a card reading, should you have any questions that you'd like to know about the COVID-19, you want some insight in reference to where your business is going, where you're going, where your health is going, feel free to email healingwithin76@gmail.com for a card reading. And I'll be more than happy to setting up an appointment for you for that via Zoom, of course. And again, reminder, I will be available tonight at 8 p.m. I'm hopefully going to be there available tonight at 8 p.m. for the free one card reading that I'm now offering every Sundays at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. If I don't get on by 8 tonight, I'll definitely be on at some point, bearing that I'm not busy with Mother's Day. And then I'll be back on tonight for our 10 p.m. Eastern time for our Come Dance With Me dance party. Dance like no one's watching, where there may be millions of people who are. The idea of it is to make sure you're just having fun. And it's also a great way to activate your chakras and increase your immune system and raise your nervous system as well to keep everything activating. So dancing is a great way of doing it. It's a fun way as well. And it's a 31-day challenge. I've been doing this. This is my 10th day today, and I will be doing this right through the end of May. And I've had people ask me if I will be continuing it once May is over. I'm still thinking about it. I'll let you know whether or not that takes place. And what else is there that I need to remind you of? Oh, and again, for those of you who have, we are on Roku. Come watch Joanne Sealing Within on Roku on demand, because we are in COVID-19. You're home. Put your TV on. Go check out Roku on Strong Island Entertainment, and you can watch on a marathon. Do like a whole day of Joanne Sealing Within, your best shows, whichever one you like. And I'm sure this one will be on there as well, as I had an amazing host today. And just with all that being said, I'm just wishing you all a really great day. Be healthy. Enjoy this beautiful day with your mom and whomever it is that you call your mom. And till next week. But for now, have yourself an awesome, awesome rest of the day. And again, thank you to my host, Alexandria Barry, my beautiful daughter. And I'm blessed that she chose me to be her mom. So, bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.